Morning, children. Welcome to the new chapter, The Working of the UN. In the previous chapter, I discussed regarding the birth of the United Nations. In that chapter, I discussed about how the United Nations organization was formed and what were the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and main objectives of United Nations. In this chapter, we will discuss about main organs of the UN. Let's have some knowledge about the working of the UN. Since the United Nations is an organization formed by the powerful nations of the world, its real power lies with its member nations. The main objective of the United Nations is to maintain peace around the world. It also provides scientific and technical expertise in various fields like agriculture, health, education. An important contribution of the UN is the financial assistance it gives to developing countries. Children, already I have discussed about the objectives of United Nations: to maintain international peace and security, to promote friendly relations and cooperation among the nations of the world, to solve social, economic, cultural and humanitarian problems peacefully in cooperation with every nation, to protect human rights and basic freedom all over the world irrespective of caste, color, creed, sex or language. So in order to achieve its various objectives, the UN Charter has established 6 different working groups. These 6 different working groups are called organs of United Nations. These organs that serve different functions. They are the General Assembly, the Security Council, the International Court of Justice, the Secretariat, the Economic and Social Council, the Trusteeship Council. So children, these are the 6 organs of the United Nations. Now come to the first organ of the United Nations, that is General Assembly, which is the largest body of the United Nations. This General Assembly consists of all member states of the UN. While each member nation can send 5 representatives to the assembly, each nation has only one vote. The assembly works like a world parliament. It provides a platform to the members to express their views or the work of the UN and on various world issues. The routine matters are decided by the members with a simple majority vote, whereas a 2/3 of majority is needed to pass resolution on important matters such as recommendation on peace and security, new members, electing member to the councils and budget considerations, etc. No nation in the General Assembly has a veto power. The Assembly meets once a year in regular sessions that generally run from mid-September to mid-December. This starts in a regular session from mid-September to mid-December. The Assembly can also meet for an emergency session to deal with an immediate threat to international peace. At the beginning of every regular session, Assembly's members elect a president to preside over the Assembly. So children, as we came to know that General Assembly is the largest body of the UN, which meets once a year from mid-September to mid-December, and it works as a world parliament. Now come to the second organ, that is the Security Council, which is the most important organ of the UN. As the Security Council is responsible for the maintenance of peace and security. It has 15 members, out of which 5 members are permanent. Out of 15, 5 are permanent and 10 are elected by the General Assembly for a 2-year term. Now, which are the permanent members of UN? They are United States of America, United Kingdom, People's Republic of China, France and Russia. Which are the 5? United States of America, United Kingdom, People's Republic of China, France and Russia. These are the 5 permanent members which have veto each member of the council has 1 vote. These permanent members. However, for passing any motion, all permanent members must vote in favor. A single negative vote out of these 5, a single negative vote by a permanent member automatically prevents the motion from being passed. Thus, all the permanent members have the power of veto. In case of a war, the Security Council tries to get the parties to declare ceasefire. Ceasefire means to control the fight, the war. It also sends United Nations peacekeeping force to troubled areas. As we came to know that the 5 permanent members of they have the veto power, and a single negative vote by a permanent member automatically prevents the motion from being passed. And this Security Council always tries to resolve war-like problems by sending peacekeeping force. So children, these 2 points I have discussed, that the General Assembly and the Security Council, and in my next video I will discuss the other points. Thank you children for watching this video.